It's, yeah. And I think we are live.
We are live now, ladies. Get excited. All right, so let a few people get joined on before we start. Hello, everybody. All right. So my name, if you're new to MSAN, my name is Kayla Johnson. I am the Partnership and Outreach Manager. MSAN is a program or nonprofit that provides peer-to-peer support, mentorship to all new military spouses from the beginning. Today I am joined by Julie and Moni with AMSE, or a Association of Military Spouse Entrepreneurs. So we're going to be discussing our new partnership today, kind of give you guys some backgrounds, because this is a very unique but very fun partnership that we are extremely excited about. So Julie, I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Julie Eshelman, and I am the Development Director here at the Military Spouse Advocacy Network.
All right. So you guys have your development team today. So Moni, we're going to go ahead and let you introduce yourself as well.
Hey friends, I'm Moni Jefferson. I actually used to be a part of the MSAN team, so I'm really excited to be here. I love everything about this nonprofit and everything it stands for, the way it really benefits our community, and of course, their niece. Who doesn't love her? So like you guys said, I am Moni Jefferson. I am the co-founder and CEO of the Association of Military Spouse Entrepreneurs, also known as AMSE. And we are really excited about this partnership because we feel that entrepreneurship and remote work obviously is the wave of the future, right? Especially like right now, people's wheels are turning. I mean, my kids are home from school, so definitely it's a resource we feel that all military spouses could benefit from, even if they're not interested in completely being an entrepreneur, but maybe having a remote job. So we're really excited to be a part of this partnership with MSAN and the benefits of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty right now. There's a lot of people who are working from home. It's a new time experience. There's a lot of, people who are not working right now just because what their jobs do caters to society in big groups. And so, but we have a lot of spouses who are either crafty or they're business minded. And so having this partnership is exciting because it caters to that. So tell us a little bit more about AMSE and how you guys provide that unique set of support for entrepreneurs.
Absolutely. So, and you're right, you hit the nail on the head. Now is the time where people are sitting back and saying, oh my gosh, I need to take this side hustle and make it like a real thing. Or they've been working in this craft and now they have time to really dig into it and set up systems and processes and really learn more about structuring their business or scaling it. So AMSE, just a little background, launched November 19th of 2019. Co-founder Flossie and I met through another mutual organization and quickly realized that we both had a passion for military spouse entrepreneurship, advocating for spouses and, just always speaking to spouses and helping them through issues. And we both have a background in entrepreneurship. I also have multiple virtual companies that I run as well. So I'm also the co-founder of My Ultimate PCS. I have another app called Millimoji, both in the App Store. And then I also run the MilSpouse Creative and I run a PR agency. So Flossie and I, kind of navigated entrepreneurship. We came together and AMSE was born and it launched like I said, November 19th. We have about 500 military spouse entrepreneurs in it right now, members. The members range from scaling to just having an idea. So our membership is broken down into different ways. We have a free membership. We have the paid membership. Our free membership gives you access to the MilSpouse Creative Community. It gives you access to a membership dashboard where you log in. You get vetted resources. So what Flossie and I found was having to constantly go on Google and research products and services that were beneficial to running online work, right? You're like, you Google it, you get 500 things. You're like, I'm done. I'm throwing my hands in the air. So what we've done is we have either partnered with some of these organizations to provide great discounts or free resources. And we've vetted them, we've talked to them, we bring them in. So we offer resources, vetted resources, the membership dashboard. We also offer masterclasses and co-working spaces. So you can upgrade your membership to that as well. So the membership is just a collaborative effort. It's a place where we bring everything together, offer the resources. Every month is a different theme. So this month was about, of course, protecting yourself. Last month was about taxes. You get a free download each month to really think about that area of your business and work through it. And then if you have the upgraded membership, you can join us for a masterclass. Our masterclasses are hosted by like LinkedIn and HubSpot and really great organizations who do this for a living. They have experts that really specialize in these unique programs, and they come in and they really host the masterclass for the spouses. The following week, they do the co-working space where you get one-on-one attention. You can come in and ask questions to that expert. So that's what the membership is all about. And the goal is to provide the resources for you to work in your business, not consistently on your business, because you have to break that time up.
Yeah.
So what kind of businesses, is this a good fit for? A lot of our military spouses do a lot of different things.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a really great question. So this is for brick and mortars to freelance, bloggers, vloggers, anybody, graphic designers, social media experts. All of these businesses have to learn to run just like a corporate business. They have to learn budgeting. They have to learn how to outsource. They have to learn how to onboard. They have to know go-to-market strategy, pitching, how to create pitch decks, why marketing is important, why public relations is important, why, all of your outsourcing materials need to be done ahead of time. They're just different categories that all organizations, whether you're a solopreneur, you have 3 people on your team, it works for everybody.
Yeah, because being an entrepreneur, it can be overwhelming. Like you said, marketing strategy, that is a difficult one. And then, setting up, if you do have somebody that you work with, it's payments, the taxes, oh my gosh, taxes, licensures, all of that can become disheartening for military spouses when they go to start a business. And so that's what I'm saying, what do you guys do to kind of keep people motivated, to keep them going when things can become really overwhelming?
Absolutely. So we do have a Slack channel as well. So we were able to connect with the spouses through Slack. We also have pop-up co-working spaces. So we're able to talk with them. And we also do one-on-ones for members as well. And we're just here for you guys. Like, we have lives, we offer blogs are going to start coming out with different tips and tricks specifically for military spouse entrepreneurs. And so the master classes are a great resource, the co-working spaces, and then just being a part of the community, being able to ask those questions to other spouses who are on the same journey or they've been there, done that.
Yeah, I like that mentorship of other military spouses who have had that experience, who've had some success, who can share that, because those are just getting started. Again, it's overwhelming. I mean,
it is overwhelming, and you're wearing every single hat.
Yes.
So when I became an entrepreneur, I was like, you see that meme that's like, you're an entrepreneur, you can wear yoga pants and whatever every day. It is true, but like the mentality can't be yoga pants or pajamas every day, because you won't get anywhere. You're the accountant, you're the customer service rep, you're the tech, you're building your website, you're managing your social media manager, you're an assistant, you're doing email, you're wearing every single hat when you're an entrepreneur. And what we do, there are so many master classes in there that helps you kind of break that up. Do sprints, how to time block, how to outsource, even though you may be a solopreneur, but maybe you're bringing in, you know, you have 5 clients. If you outsource a little bit of that income, you'll be able to get more done. So really just talking to them and empowering them that they can do it, they can scale. It is doable, or you can outsource it. And we advocate a lot for outsourcing. AMSE outsources as well. So, you know, we it's part of the ecosystem as well. You're paying spouses, you're earning income, you're doing good for the community. So you have to learn to navigate and play a role in all of those things. And you also have to figure out, what am I good at? So one thing I'm not good at, and like, I'm not good with budgeting. Like, I can spend some money, but it's just not my strength. Like, I know it needs to be saved or whatever, but it's not my strength. So I have to hire somebody to do that for me, because I know that I'll screw it up, and I want my business to have longevity.
Right. Yeah, because the one thing that, I'm good at is budgeting, but I am horrible at marketing. That's the one thing I cannot do. So what is outsourcing specifically for those that don't know?
Absolutely. So outsourcing is where you hire a contractor, somebody who also has another business. So for example, let's say social media, which is part of marketing. You're like, man, I really just don't want to schedule social media. I don't want to create copy, create the graphics, schedule it, engage. So I would put a call out to outsource to another spouse or to anybody else who runs a social media marketing or VA company, and hire them to do the work for the company.
Okay.
So a lot of spouses who are probably part of this community already do that. Mm-hmm. So they're either outsourcing or being outsourced to run companies.
That's true. Yeah. That is actually very true. All right. And then I had another one. It was on my brain, and it's been one of those days,
It's okay. I had that day yesterday.
I feel like we're all going through that kind of a thing, but it definitely sounds like, not only is this going to be a great opportunity for spouses that are interested in learning about entrepreneurship and learning, some of those other sides of business, but it's also going to be a great way for them to network, it sounds like.
Absolutely. And I think, and I talk about this all the time, networking in your network is invaluable. And I know, Facebook can be inundating and LinkedIn can be inundating, but if you schedule time to really connect with people on social media, get to know about their business, hop on a 15-minute call, just have a goal once a week to connect with somebody who maybe does something similar or does something that may be of interest to you in the future. You never know where that can take you. So for example, in the MilSpouse Creative, or even in this group, right? We connect and we talk with each other. I might know that somebody does marketing and has this agency, and I'm speaking to somebody else who's looking for that specifically. I could say, you know what? I know somebody who may be a good fit for that, and I'd love to connect you. So networking is invaluable. And right now, the best networking you can do is online. And there are so many different strategies you can use. Even if you don't want to be on social media, you hate social media, unfortunately, it's the future. So find some groups that are niche to your brand specifically, connect in those groups, find groups that maybe is not very niche, join those groups, and start listening and reading to the needs of what people have, and start offering your services, your expertise, advice, maybe a one-on-one call just to help and support. You never know where that's going to get you. On top of that, it builds community. So I know that if I'm having a hard time, I can reach out and say, hey, I'm really frustrated today as an entrepreneur. Has anybody experienced this? Girl, so many times you'll get like 40 or 50 people who are like, me. But you don't only get that, you get advice from what helped them. And there's different types of advice and different types of resources that they can offer to help you. So absolutely, networking is a really big tool that we use at AMSE as well.
Yeah, networking is one of I think the biggest tools from becoming an entrepreneur, all the way down to, you want to start a business, you want to go a place, but that networking can kind of give you that solid foundation of an idea to bridge off of as well.
Yeah, and networking with people that are not in your industry can be a really great thing, because you get to learn more about what they do and possibly give you ideas on how to implement some things in your business, or talking with them, they would give you a referral or vice versa. So networking is the key. And also the other thing I like to talk about is networking in general is talking to people about your business. If you don't talk about it, who do you think is going to talk about it? It's not like they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I really love what she's doing, let me go tell everybody. You have to be your spokesperson.
Yeah, it is extremely important to be your own cheerleader and to advertise your own business.
Yes, absolutely. And people say, I'm shy, I don't like to brag. Well, then I don't know what to tell you. You have to talk about your business. People aren't just going to stumble upon your page or your website and say, oh, I absolutely love this, let me go network for this person. It doesn't work like that. And networking also allows people to get to know you as a brand. And a lot of times it's not even your logo, it's your personality. It's you sharing your story, your passion, your struggles as an entrepreneur, that can connect you with somebody else and can lead to more things and partnerships. So I think it's so important to know your story, to share it very vulnerably, and let people in a little bit so that they can feel like they're a part of what you're doing.
Yeah, there's definitely a huge difference between self-promotion and bragging.
Absolutely.
And through networking, I think you can learn that. And through networking, you learn how to promote yourself better too, because you can learn so much just from being around and working and talking with other people.
Absolutely. And as a matter of fact, before MSAN, I had never been to like a military spouse networking event. That's where I met Vernice. I automatically was attracted to her, her energy, her mission, and talking to her. That was the first military spouse networking event that I had met her at, connected with her, talked to her about what I was doing. I just started my business, and just getting to know more about what she did, and her telling me about what other women were doing. And in the same time, just kind of making rounds in that room and connecting with other women, then following up and finding out what they were doing in their business. So the networking is very imperative, to be honest with you, if you're gonna grow your business online or even a brick and mortar. Networking in your community is important, because it has to drive traffic.
Yeah, and networking right now is extremely important, especially with everything going on in the world. There are so many military spouses out there that you can network with who have a very unique, set of skills, who are wanting to do something. They have free time on their hands now. They're at home, and when you network and you get out there and you create that partner with another military spouse, they might be able, like you said, to budget a lot better than you can. And then, you can outsource that military spouse, but it's all about that networking.
Absolutely. And it also becomes like a trusted network too. So these are the people that you go to for advice in business or mentorship or a problem, or to share a win. These are people that you build relationships based on one common thing, and that is building your business or entrepreneurship or remote work. And it's comforting to be around people like that, right?
Mm-hmm. It's empowering as well.
Yes. Yeah, it is, because like it's crazy, because now that we're all remote, I'm like, this is fine for me. Like, this is all I do, I mean, we Marco Polo, we Slack, we Zoom all day long, you know what I mean? So for me, it is the way I've built all of my businesses. I have gone to some in-person events. Those are very much strategic events that I attend, and I have goals when I go of people who I want to speak with, or things that I want to accomplish. But everything that I've done and AMSE has done has all been remote and online.
It's amazing what technology has brought us to and
Right.
the advancements that you can have now with remote working.
Absolutely.
And it's being able to utilize it. I guess it's that knowledge of understanding how to utilize it to your advantage.
Yep. There is power in tech, that's for sure.
Yes.
Oh yeah. And I love that you brought up like goals and having goals for when you're going to an event, in addition to just having your regular, business goals. I really like that you touched on that.
Yeah, and the reason I know that is because I used to spend my time going to events, and then I'd feel like I just wasted time getting dressed, doing my hair and makeup, having childcare, driving to the venue, being there, then coming home and feeling like, what was the purpose in that? You know what I mean? So now, before I go to an event, I make sure that there's an ROI. It doesn't have to be money. It could be anything. It could be a connection or a partnership idea. You have to really know what the core values of your business and your mission are. And a lot of times I will research the speakers or people attending, get to know about them first. So when you speak to them, you know what to talk about. Like, so-and-so, oh, your latest article on X, Y, and Z was amazing. I really think that my organization would be a great fit because X, Y, and Z. So you've already done your research. The person is impressed with you. You know their name, you know their background, and it's an immediate connection. I always go in with like 3 goals to speak with 3 different people, and I have a target. So it is all very strategic. It's not just all fun and games, although it looks like fun and games. There is a strategy behind it.
You can have fun with your strategy too. I mean,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Marketing can be fun. Strategies can be fun.
Yeah. No, I love it. So how can our new spouses get signed up and get involved? Like, where do they go?
Absolutely. So it's so easy. Just go to AMSE, AMSE.co. So AMSE.co. And right on the front page, it says join the membership. It is free. You can join our membership for free. You guys, you get a dashboard. You automatically get to log in, join the Mill Spouse Creative, and get plugged in with other like-minded spouses.
I love that it's for free.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a lot of.
And our goal is to make it 100% free. But that takes time.
And can you talk a little bit about like the application process? Because like I know when I looked at it, it was a little overwhelming, especially like, if somebody is like just starting out with their business. Like, so tips and tricks for that?
Absolutely. So the process is in process so that we can bring you guys the resources that you actually need. So one thing that I have learned in business is that you have to listen to your audience. So in order to listen to them, you have to ask them questions. What are your needs? So I want you to think of this as a very customized application. And the reasoning behind that is so that I can bring you master classes that actually are relevant. If I'm going to bring you a masterclass on raising capital when 75 to 95% of our members are not raising capital, that would be a waste of your time and your membership to do that. So our goal with that is to do that and also know how we can serve you guys, what partners we need to bring in, what types of free programs that we can offer you. Like Founders Institute, they are incubators all over the world, 200 incubators. They offer us a free spot for military spouses who qualify. It is a $1,500 waived fee. which is amazing.
Wow.
But the reason we did that is because there were spouses that were saying they wanted more one-on-one to scale their business. That's what incubators help you do. So, you know, that's why the process is in place. If we just kind of let everybody just come in, it'd kind of be like a disorganized free-for-all, and we would just be sharing resources, master classes that we thought you guys would want. And that's not how you build a business that's serving an underserved community, which is military spouses who are, you know, underemployed and also looking to build business.
That definitely makes a lot of sense why, even though it's a free membership, why it's so intense. That's the best way I can describe it, because when I looked at it, I was like, whoa, they want to know a lot. But I mean, now that you've explained it, it definitely makes so much sense as to why you gather all that information from everybody.
And also another arm of our organization is Impact Advocates. So we work with large organizations to run social media campaigns that are paid to our spouses. And on there, it will ask you, do you want more information on an Impact Advocate? So once again, we're helping the economic empowerment by working with larger brands to offer paid opportunities for spouses to work with them. So that's another reason. So we can pull, let's just say Macy's is looking for somebody in Oklahoma to do something. We can pull that information right away and hire you right away and say, Julie, we have this paid opportunity. Would you be interested? So that's another way we can serve the community as well.
I love it.
I do too. I do too. Because no, Julie and I, we both looked over that application and we're like, this is a lot of information. But I mean, it's actually exciting now that you've explained it out, why you have to give so much information.
Yeah.
And
one of our partners, Amazon, needed the information. We put something out. We were able to pull those spouses and completely and connect them right with Amazon because they were product based. They sell online. And that's what they were looking for their store. So we're able to pull that right away and help those spouses get on there.
And it also, I mean, even just the application process was a way for me to define, you know, my stuff a little bit better because I had to define it for you. So it made me work, you know, it put me to work, you know, I had to get thinking. And so even though it's overwhelming, I would encourage any of our new spouses that are watching this to not, you know, be overwhelmed with it and to just push through it, do the work, and then enjoy the benefits.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's good. Go ahead. Sorry.
It was almost motivational because for me, there were a few questions on the application. I was like, you know, I haven't thought of that before. Like, I didn't think about that. And so for me, it was like, okay, that's actually exciting for me because I'm like, I didn't think about that. They thought about that. Okay, where are we going? You know, I'm like, I'm excited now.
Yeah, and that's what the membership does too. Once you get into your membership dashboard and you start looking around, you're like, persona? Why would I need a persona? Go to market strategy? Why would I need that? You know, so it gets the wheels turning. And Flossie and I both have worked through all of these worksheets. We've done it for all of our businesses. So we know that it works and it's needed. But like you said, it's like a light bulb goes off like, oh, I could totally do that. That would benefit me. I need to implement that. That's a great strategy to have, you know? So I'm glad that it did that and it pushed you a little bit out of your comfort zone, which is another thing that we want to do at AMSE is we want you to go out of your comfort zone. We want you to think bigger. We want you to use programs that you may have not heard of that just seem really big or overwhelming because they are beneficial to your business. And that's our goal. We're just saying to the spouses, there's a whole big world out there, just not this circle that we have of great resources, but there's other resources as entrepreneurs that you can use as well.
I think growth happens outside of your comfort zone.
Oh, good one. Yes.
I mean, it really does. I mean, in all the different things that I've done throughout, you know, my career, you know, it's, the biggest growth I've seen has always been when it's outside of my comfort zone. And so
And the one thing I like about AMSE is you don't feel like you're having to go outside of your comfort zone by yourself.
Mhm.
I feel like you have that support system, because when you're doing something by yourself and you're pushing yourself to go places and talk to people that are probably a little bit more intimidating than you would think, it's better to have somebody there behind you being your cheerleader, giving you those little bit of tips of what to say, how to go about this, because it does boost your confidence and it does build you up for success.
Absolutely. And that's the reason I started the Mill Spouse Creative, is because there were entrepreneur groups, there were military groups, military spouse groups, but there wasn't a place that I felt anybody would understand what I was going through, because I have such a unique journey as a military spouse entrepreneur. It's just not an entrepreneur, so that's why that group is there. It's there so that you can go in and plug in, like you said, with spouses you feel comfortable with asking the question, and you don't feel like you're not good enough or that you don't know something. That's the reason the community's there. So I'm glad that you thought about that.
Yeah, we're very, very excited about our new partnership with AMSE. I think this is probably more like my favorites, because it is so unique and it is so different. And, especially right now, again, during these times, all these new military spouses who are either separated, not working, or, unemployed at this time. This is a great way to then venture out and figure out what you're capable of doing on your own.
Absolutely. And I was also going to add, we've also extended an invitation to military spouses who maybe do work for corporate America, or that are usually working outside the home. We've extended the invitation to the membership to them so that they can learn to navigate remote work. Remote work is a strategy you have to have in place. It's not just get up and work. There are a lot of things behind it: mental health, physical awareness, time blocking, sprinting. It's a lot to work from home. So if there are any spouses who are not entrepreneurs, but you're finding yourself in a remote workspace, we're saying, come and join us, be a part of the community, get some tips and tricks from those that have been doing it for years.
That's exciting, because that's helpful right now. Even if you're, like you said, even if you're not an entrepreneur and you work for corporate America, this is the resource to go to.
Well, thank you. We're excited about it. And we're very honored and excited to be a partner with MSAN. We believe in the mission and the values, and the work that you guys are doing to help new military spouses learn to navigate this whole journey as a military spouse, because it can be overwhelming. So any way that AMSE can help you guys, just let us know. Email us at hello@amse.co, and we're happy to connect.
Yeah, and I think now might be a good time to see if anybody that is watching, if any of our new spouses have questions. We'll see. We'll give them a minute or two to type up their questions if they have it. But yeah, I am definitely excited about this partnership, and I think with what we're all going through and facing right now. This is a good opportunity for people to kind of expand, think about, going out on their own. I know typically this time of year is when people start thinking about starting their own businesses, just with their tax returns. They have that, boost, maybe they're, thinking about stepping out on their own. And so I think this is a great time for us to do this.
And I think it's also great because, that we have spouses out there who say they sell macarons, or they make those really gorgeous designed cookies, or they make something, and they sell it on either Etsy or another platform. And right now they're feeling a little disheartened. It's a great way for them to kind of get out of the, how do I get out of the installation branch? Absolutely. How do I break free of that? How do
Bust that bubble?
Yes.
Get out of there. Absolutely. And I was going to say, we did a live the other day, and it just came out on the podcast. Flossie and I talked a little bit about, these uncertain times. It is a time that you can thrive as a business. We were getting a lot of questions and emails like how selfish is it of me to ask for sales, or how do I market more online because they're a brick and mortar. And Flossie and I thought about it, and we're like, no, it is not selfish of you to promote your business or to work on your business during these really uncertain times. This is a time to thrive. This is a time to pivot. Okay. This is not a time. Okay. First of all, yes, have a pity party. Do what you need to do for like one day. Okay. Then I need you to think about the pivot. If you're a brick and mortar, put your products online. Get a Squarespace is so easy to use. Sign up for Stripe, one of our partners. HubSpot is one of our partners. If you are have an account with HubSpot, you get your fee waived per transaction up to $20,000. Those are the type of partnerships we're bringing in to our spouses. So now you're not losing money on selling a couple products online. Number two, ask for help. Tell people what you're going through as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. Be honest about your journey and be transparent about what your needs are. Maybe your ask is just for somebody to share on social media. That is free, and it is the kind way to ask, like, I just need your help. Share my page with your audience. You never know. And number three, offer gift cards. Like, just offer gift cards to anybody who maybe is Christmas shopping during this time, or is looking for, we have graduation coming up. We have military kid month of the military kid coming up, military spouse appreciation day. These are all gifts that you still have to purchase. Offer gift cards options, but don't completely lose faith. This is a great time to thrive. It's also a really great time, with all the extra time, to invest the time to work in these individual areas of your business. Like you said, some questions that we asked were like, well, what is my go-to-market strategy, or how do I want to scale my business? Go into your membership area, plug in, listen to some master classes, print out the worksheets, dedicate some time to your business, maybe for 30 minutes a day, to work on that part of your business.
Yeah, take the time to learn.
Yes, girl, learn. Yes.
Yeah. Knowledge is power.
And you're right. Something as small as 30 minutes a day, during this time, or just to invest in yourself and your ideas. I love it.
Yeah, we invest in everything else. We invest in cleaning the home. We invest in our marriages. We invest in going to church. We invest in, volunteering. You have to invest in your business too, whether you're making money. I'm sure there are many little potholes here and there. I call them potholes. So you're like, oh, I didn't realize I didn't have that, but I need that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I need to fill that in. So, it's definitely a time to thrive. It's a time to pivot. It's a time to get uncomfortable with being comfortable, right? So definitely don't be discouraged. And, everybody has a gift. Everybody has a talent. And there's nobody else that can do it. So you have to do it the best way you can and just put it online.
Yeah. And even making those small changes, watching those videos, the master classes, taking that 30 minutes a day, when you start implementing those smaller changes, you will start to see a difference and a little bit of that growth in your business, that it might make you want to do even more, get even more out of your bubble. All right.
Yeah, well, I don't see any questions on Facebook, but if you're watching this on like a replay, feel free to still post your questions on the video, and we will try and get an answer for you. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have any questions following up, if you're catching the replay, if you have any questions on how to pivot or how to thrive during this time, just tag me below. I'm happy to answer them. Tag Flossie as well. And we're happy to connect with you guys.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time today to talk to us. We are super excited about this. I know Julie and I will definitely be looking into this.
Well, we're happy to have you guys, and we're really proud of this partnership.
All right, well, thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay sane.
Stay healthy.
Stay
Yes,
healthy.
stay healthy. Yeah.
Bye, friends.
Bye.